people felt like this was a good bet.
So no regrets to Republican Congressman John Shimkus of Illinois for reaction. He is on the committee investigating Solyndra. Congressman Shimkus, what do you think, first of all, what the president said?
Well, if this was a good bet, I'd hate to see a bad one. You know, $4.7 billion just went out the door on Friday with less oversight than Solyndra. We've been trying to get him to slow up that process. His own advisors, those emails show that everyone knew this was a bad bet. I can't believe he said that.
Well, he's saying it's a good bet. He's still saying in light of all this, it's a good bet. Do you think that'll stand with the public? Will the public be satisfied with that?
As the facts continue to roll out, there's no way. This is a $500 million, $500 million that, if you look at the timeline, the Bush administration said not a good deal. When Obama came into the presidency, they said initially not a good deal. Then Chu visited, Biden visited, stimulus came, stimulus went in to pay down some of the risk on borrowing the money, so Solyndra didn't have skin in the game. Then you got Obama out there. Then the next year you have a subordination of the document that says private investors get first dibs over the government. There's something smelly here.
Well, more than that. I mean, that seems to me to be illegal. If that was written into the 2005 law and that provision was violated, that is illegal and somebody should pay. But what kills me about these emails is that investors, private investors, like this guy Brad Jones from Red Point Ventures, who put their own money into Solyndra, said it was a bad bet for the government. He actually went on to say the government is just not well equipped to decide which companies should get the money and how much. But when it's not your money, you don't care.
He is absolutely right. That's why, you know, those private investors who are doing it, or PricewaterhouseCoopers, those folks who are analyzing this said, this is a bad bet. Anytime we in Washington push money out the door, this for stimulus, this for green energy, we're going to do just what we see here, lose $500 million to the taxpayers.
And, you know, this was a model program. George Stephanopoulos had it right with the president. This was not just any old program. I mean, the White House, what you're hearing is, oh, it's just one bad apple among a whole bunch of good ones. But this was held up as the model. And not only was it held up as a model, but after those emails suggesting caution on the part of the government, we still had the president coming out saying it was a great model.
He needs to look at the timeline and ask Secretary Chu what actually went on, because if he knew the information that we know, he would never make that statement.
All right. Well, once again, you know, the government, the Justice Department says they're going to investigate this, but I have to ask, I've been asking all the congressmen, and most of them say we need an independent prosecutor because the Justice Department cannot investigate itself properly. Do you agree?
I agree. It's time to get the Department of Justice involved with this, someone who's outside of the environment that can look in and see who knew what when, and transparency is what we need when we have incidences like this.
The Justice Department has said that they want an independent auditor to go in and look at the books, somebody that they don't trust, since Solyndra executives are keeping their mouths shut now, that you need an independent auditor to go in. At least, is that a beginning, or is that just superficial, not enough?
Well, it's hard believing with the president's statements today that they're very serious about going full after an accounting of what went on.
Congressman John Shimkus, thanks for investigating this guy.